Yeah, number 3 on the list is an Apple original film called Coda. This was directed by Shan Heder
There we go.
and
Right
stars
graphic.
Emilia Jones, Marley Matlin in there, Troy Kotsur. This film, Coda, stands for Child of Deaf Adults, and as a coda, Ruby is the only hearing person in her deaf family. When the family's fishing business is threatened, Ruby finds herself torn between pursuing her love of music by wanting to go to Berklee College of Music and her fear of abandoning her parents. So I'm going to leave it to you guys just now, because our live chat is getting bombarded with spam at the moment, which I need to deal with. But
Is it?
I like these
dear.
type of films. It does say comedy, drama, music, but judging on that synopsis, it does sound quite drama based as well. But
Well, yeah, I mean, the concept of obviously your family, your entire family not being able to hear and you being the only person, if I'm reading that right, I'm picking that up right, that is a very interesting sort of thing to drop in just as a minor grenade to start a movie off. As the foundations, that sounds very interesting to me. I'm looking at the poster here and it's won a wide array of awards, so it's obviously got something about it. And the fact that, Gianni, you have put it in, it's so low down your list, well, high up your list. It's kind of low, it's high, I don't know.
I said that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obviously a very, very, very good movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you speak about it, Gianni, and I'm going to stop talking. Period.
Low in the numbers, high in the list. You know.
High in the list. High in the list.
Coda was my parents' pick for number 1 on my list.
I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes, Gianni, man, and it's usually a good barometer. 96%. So
Yeah.
it's excellent.
No, it is. It's a masterful movie. I think that it's brilliant. My family, when I told them to watch it, I don't think they believed me in how emotionally impactful it was. And it really is the type of movie that, like, when you see it, you don't necessarily expect it to crush you as much deeply as it does. And I don't mean that to like scare anybody. It's certainly not like it's not horrifying, and it's not like tragedy befalls the family or anything to that great extent. But it's a movie that's so refreshingly earnest in its emotionality. It's completely unafraid to talk about these people as if they're real people and lean into the emotion that can come from just simply people living out their lives. Coda just has the sort of added benefit of also introducing you to a society or world that we as hearing people may not necessarily understand.
Yeah.
And I think that the apt choice to cast actors that actually were deaf just only better bolsters exactly how impactful the film can be when it gets to those truly penetrative emotional moments in that late third act. But I mean, uniformly, the film is just excellent. I mean, all of the moments that I love the most in the film, these like really, really palpable, emotive pieces, like them sitting and watching this like concert, all of them are hanging on the backs of the direction. And I think that that's something that I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about with Coda in particular. Because a lot of people are talking about Troy, and a lot of people are talking about, you know, how incredible he is in the film and how incredible some of the other performances are in the film. A lot of people are talking about how good the writing is in the film, in really ingraining you and getting you adjusted to these characters and their lifestyle, making you familiar with all their plights and whatnot. And I think that that's all true, and that's all deserved praise. But the direction and the way that the direction actually navigates through those emotional moments is really what makes that movie stand head and shoulders above most other high school experiences, high school coming of age stories, right? And I really can't recommend it enough. In terms of like awards conversation, it's the only film I think on the list that's really hanging in there, and it's definitely my choice for Best Picture, my personal choice for Best Picture. Just because I think that it cumulatively, I think it represents the sort of I don't know, emotional movie that the state of our society really wants or really needs right now. It's the type of film that I wish I would see more of, because I think that there is something really earnest about a film that just unabashedly wears its heart on its sleeve, and I wish more films did that. And ultimately, I mean, it's a movie that I can't even really talk about much without feeling an emotional connection to it. And what more is film for than that, right?
Absolutely true.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not even going to waste your words by even try to speak over you, because I can't do better.
But you know something?
What you've
Something
done there.
I think we touched on earlier in terms of streaming services, and this being on Apple TV.
Cheers, try
It just sort of justifies the argument of certain films do have a place on in different platforms.
It's on Apple, isn't it?
Yeah.
They, in fairness, did position themselves pretty early on. It seemed to come about quite quickly, that service. But and early on, they did position themselves as being a sort of streaming service for more highbrow film.
Yeah.
And by highbrow, I don't mean I mean the high quality content. They were trying to differentiate themselves from maybe a Prime or a Netflix, who, as you says earlier, Gianni, will buy up everything, regardless of the quality. They put early doors. They did position themselves as that sort of studio that was going to put out high quality. I personally don't have a subscription for Apple TV Plus, despite the fact that I've just bought an Apple device and I should be getting it for free. If I'm not right,
you're not. Yeah.
I
think you get 3 or 6 months or something like that free. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, I should have it then.
For a long
Yeah.
time, I think.
Yeah.
Just remember to cancel it.
Cancel. Yeah, listen, we've got that. I've got every streaming service going. I don't know why I've not got Apple. I'm an Apple fanboy, and I'm unabashedly so. Come at me, bitches. Android users. I don't know what you use, Gianni. It doesn't matter. What am I doing here? Stephen, sorry I interrupted you.
No, I was going to move on to